Okay, we're here now at Bahamas Breeze for another stop on the Have a Heart Food Drive Tour. To my far left there is Holly Church Doyle, the Executive Director of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, Chamber member, owner of Not Just Bagels, and First Ward Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe, and Peter Barcelona from our Health Department. To my right are three guys from Bahamas Breeze, which is where we're at today, and we'll get into that in a minute. To my right is Jesse, he's the manager. This is Bobby, he is the kitchen culinary chef, and Rich is the regional manager. So let me start with Holly, and you can explain to the audience here what you did here as a fundraiser and what you're about to give to We Feed Woodbridge.
Thanks, Mayor. So Bahamas Breeze hosts a Top Chef event every year. So chefs in each location of Bahamas Breeze restaurants are challenged to create their own unique dish not on the menu. And then the dishes are judged. And the winner of each restaurant then moves on to their regional competition, which I know that Jesse is super excited about because it is being hosted in this location on April the 1st. Jesse, no fooling.
All right.
It's for real. It is for real. It's for real. If you show up, it'll be here. Jesse is a outstanding partner of the chamber. His attitude anytime I reached out to him is no problem. Of course we can do that. So Jesse and Rich and Bobby were generous enough to donate $1,000 to the Chamber of Commerce to donate to any needs that we see fit. So the Chamber and Bahamas Breeze are super excited to be able to donate $1,000 to Have a Heart and We Feed Woodbridge.
Terrific, terrific. Thank you, thank you. All you people, no more applause. Thank you very much. You can all relax and have your lunch. Let me turn it over now to Sharon McAuliffe. We are in the First Ward of Woodbridge Township, where you exert your reign, your control. This is your kingdom. How does it feel to be, you're a member of the Chamber, very active member of the Chamber, and here they are doing great things for the town again?
Thank you, Mayor. I love Bahamas Breeze, and one thing I really like about the Top Chef contest is because I'm a judge every year, so it's really exciting. So it's really fantastic how these chefs come in here and they create these wonderful things. It's so good. They do everything from seafood to steak to chicken to fish. It's just amazing what they did this year. It was really tough this year because the one guy who came in second place, it was the first time he did it, and his thing was fantastic. And I was struggling with the two other judges on who was going to win, and I was outvoted 2-1. But anyway, it's all good, and it's going to be so exciting this year because the main contest is going to be here. So all 8 other winners from the Bahamas Breeze are all going to come here, and it's going to be really good. So get your tickets for that event, and they're going to use some of that money to donate to somebody else. So you never know, maybe your organization will be getting the next however much they collect. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Great. Now, Peter Barcelona, we all know the answer to this, but the money that we collect, separate from the food we collect, the money goes to, well, you explain it.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Holly, and the Chamber. Chamber is always our big supporter. Thank you, Bahamas Breeze. Always, Jesse's always here for us. So we thank you for your support, Bahamas Breeze. As the Mayor said, generally, we do collect, we're about 16,000 pounds of food already that we've collected poundage-wise. This will take us over the $25,000 mark. And as the Mayor said, the money that we collect is generally shared with our food pantries. We use that to purchase gift cards. Our food pantries all belong to the Community Food Bank of Hillside, where we purchase food from the state warehouse at a very reasonable price. So the money is definitely needed to continue the mission of We Feed Woodbridge, and it allows us to purchase food for people that have special dietary needs. Again, purchase gift cards, whatever the needs are that the community is. So, on behalf of the people that I'm fortunate enough to serve in Woodbridge, thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I'll I already introduced the Bahamas Breeze crew. First of all, I got to tell you, I'm a fan. I come here a lot. We have my chief of staff and I once a month go to lunch with the police director and the deputy director, and we take turns paying and take turns picking where to go. When it's my turn, I pick Bahamas Breeze. And the same thing with our rec director and his assistant. We take turns, and when it's my turn, I pick Bahama Breeze. Shrimp and lobster with linguine off the dinner menu, but I have it at lunchtime. Everybody else orders sandwiches because they're afraid to spend my money. But it's my turn, I'm paying, so I go for the big stuff right to the dinner menu, and it's the best thing here. And I'm a creature of habit. Every time I come here, I have the exact same thing. I don't ever vary. So kudos to you, but it's a great, great dish. And now, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about the restaurant and tell us about your participation in this event. Take it away.
All right, so Bahama Breeze is, close to my heart. Obviously, I've been here. This is my 15th year now with Bahama Breeze. So I've been in Woodbridge since 2016. My boss, Rich, over here, working with Bobby for many years. We try to just deliver like a different experience than you'd get from like your typical going out to anywhere restaurant. It's a little bit elevated, a nice vibe. Try to elevate the experience for the guests that come into the building. I think that you can feel it when you walk in the door, the island escape feeling, right? So that's what we try to accomplish as a goal. When it comes to the Top Chef, we've done this for many years, and we choose different charities to donate to. This year, I thought in my head, I was like, oh, well, Holly's a great partner. Chamber has always been there. Sharon, everybody always helping out since I've been here. They make me feel like, family, I guess, within the town. So I really appreciate that. So we came up with this idea, and then obviously we're donating to Peter this year. So we sell tickets to the event. It's a great event. This time the finals will be here. That's on April 1st, like Holly said. Buy your ticket. It's going to be $75 per person. I'll throw that out there, but it's well worth it, as they can attest to. So, and it goes to a great cause, obviously raising money to help people in need. So pretty much everything.
So you said you've been here since 2016?
Yes, I've been in this
But
location.
you haven't been the manager for 9 years.
No, I've been the GM here since 2016.
Oh, the GM,
Yeah.
not the manager. Oh,
And,
the GM, that's why. 'Cause
yes.
I've known some of the managers over the years.
Yes.
And you weren't one of them.
No.
That explains it. Now you're the general manager.
Actually, that would be Rich who opened the restaurant. So Rich opened the restaurant
Okay,
in
I got it. I thought you were
2012.
the manager of this restaurant, but you're bigger than that.
No, I am. I'm the GM, general manager of this restaurant, but yes, yeah.
But you haven't been the GM here.
Since 2016, yes.
But I've known a whole bunch of guys that
No, there's other managers.
They
Yeah,
all
there's
say
plenty.
they're the manager.
Yeah, they just probably say the manager.
Oh, they're all
yeah,
acting like they're real cool.
Oh, yeah. They want
they're
to
the manager.
They want to impress you when you're in here. They know who you are, so they're like,
They're all
yeah.
full of baloney.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to butter you up.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
All right, do either one of you guys, Bobby or Rich, want to say anything more about Bahama Breeze and your efforts here?
The only thing I would say is since I've been here, since we opened in 2011, I deal with a lot of chambers, and by far, hands down, this is the best. Easy to work with, tons of events, always there for each other. So, I mean, I can appreciate you guys hopping in here. Hopefully you'll be a judge at the finals again and have a good time. I'm really excited to have it here this year. We've done it in Pennsylvania the past 7 years, so I feel like trying to change it up a little bit and do it here. Hopefully the weather works out. We can open it up a little bit, but April 1st.
Sounds good. Anything from you, Bobby? You're good?
I'm okay.
You're okay.
He's ready to have a baby.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Jamison Panko, the principal here at Woodbridge Middle School. To my right is Mr. O'Halloran, and then we are here with the mayor for the Have a Heart Food Drive donation presentation. Mr. Mayor,
Thank
welcome
you very
to Woodbridge
much.
Middle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Panko, Principal Panko. To my left, as you know, is Sharon McAuliffe, the First Ward Councilwoman. To her left is Peter Barcelona, who is our liaison between the people who donate the food and the people who need the food. These are two of your student council advisors, Nicole Carsey, who I've known for forever by her involvement in the town on the Mayor's Advisory Committee, and Ms. Desch, who we just found out my father and your grandfather were best friends, Joe Jackson and John McCormick. They were really good friends. I'm going to pass the microphone out now to the members of the student council. I guess there's 4 officers. The rest are just members. So please tell me your name, and if you have a title or an office, please say what it is, and we'll go down to the end. Go ahead.
Nathan.
Ayanna Taylor.
Bella Sophia Ortiz, and I'm the president of Student Council.
I'm Isabella Sino, and I'm the vice president of Student Council. Kylie Reed.
Braylon Holman, and I'm the treasurer of Student Council.
Michael Dowling, I'm the secretary of Student Council.
Evan Oriana.
Bryson Nelson.
All right, wait a minute. Michael Dowling, you're the fisherman.
Yep.
I just realized that. I didn't recognize you with the curly hair. You grew up. He won the mayor's fishing derby like 5 years in a row, right? Except the one year, I'm going to get to that. You beat him.
You go fishing?
You beat him. What's your name again? Aubrey. What happened, man? Aubrey beat you one year, huh? You forgot your bait at home. Yeah, likely story. Why can't you just say that year she was a better fisherman than you were?
No, you forgot his bait.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, Aubrey, don't you putting up with that? You give him some smack when, later when you see him in school, huh? Say, remember who won. What year was it you won? 3 or 4 years ago? Third grade you won? All right, so a lot more than 3 years ago then. All right, well, let's get on with the food drive, why don't we? I'm going to turn the microphone over to the president. You get to speak because you are the president. I want you to tell me how exactly Woodbridge Middle handled the food drive. How did people know what to bring, where to bring it? Tell me everything you did to advertise it. Give me the whole summary.
So we had flyers, and on the news, we basically told them, student council also came to classes and told them what to bring, basically non-perishable items. And we came every day of the week until the Friday, and then we collected them that day in the morning.
All right. And how about you, Madam Vice President? You want to add anything to that?
She basically said it all. We went around going to classes and informing everyone, and we also said it on the news so everyone knew
What do you
when.
mean by the news? You have the morning announcement?
Yeah, we have a morning announcements that we play in the
How do you
classes.
get the word out to the parents?
It was just like the kids would go home and then they would tell their parents that they needed to bring stuff in for the food
All
drive.
right, great. Who wants to tell me now, we collect food, these kind of foods here, cans and boxes of food. We also collect money and we use that for other things. You already went. I'm not going to pick on you again. Where's the, you're the treasurer?
Yes.
All right, why don't you tell me what kind of food do we need in food pantries, but it's not something we can collect? What kind of food are we talking?
Wait, what was the question again?
So like, you got food here. It's cans and boxes of food.
Yes.
But people need other kinds of food that's not here because it's not susceptible to being collected and put in a shelf for a couple of weeks. What kind of food is that?
I think that could be foods like maybe vegetables.
Right, good one. What else?
Foods like
Help 'em out.
meats,
What's that?
meats.
Meat,
different
good,
type of
exactly.
meats.
What, give me there's a category. These are non-perishables. What are they called? Produce is a good one. How about the secretary? You're the secretary?
I'm the
Dowling, you're the
secretary.
secretary. Tell him, help him out. What does he need? What's the word I'm looking for?
Perishable
Perishable
foods.
food. What about, the 5-letter word begins with D. What is it? It's
Dessert.
Drinks.
dessert.
Drinks.
Oh, dairy.
Jerry, close enough. Close enough. Hey, don't pick on him. He's a good fisherman. All right, so who wants to tell me, someone else who hasn't spoke yet, tell me, how do you feel knowing that you're collecting food for people in need and it might even be somebody you know? How do you feel? Who wants to help me with that one? How about it?
Okay. As a member of the student council, I feel very useful in this community when we can give back to people that may not have the things that we have. And, we can have incentives like our pajama pants wearing, and then we give cans to people.
All right, give me that pajama pants thing again. That went by me quick. What does that mean?
Oh, we can wear pajama pants if we bring in a can. So,
really?
we're giving back, and then we get the incentive of wearing something outside of our dress code.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Anybody else want to add anything to that? That was pretty good. Let me now ask Sharon McAuliffe, who is all your moms and dads, if you live in Woodbridge or Seawarren, she is your councilwoman and their councilwoman. Sharon, you want to say a few words? Come on out in the open here.
Good evening, afternoon, everybody. Well, I think this is a great effort that all of you have done to realize that there are many families in need that can use food that you need every single day to come to school. When you get up in the morning, you need to have a good breakfast so that you can come and study and be on the mark to get good grades. And if you don't have a good breakfast or a good dinner, you go to bed hungry at night, it's not really great. So it's so nice that all of you have really gotten together and been able to get this food to help families in need. And it's very, very important to help the community. So keep up the good work and congratulations on such a great food drive.
Thank you.
And now next to me is Peter Barcelona. As I said, he works in our health department. He's the guy that gets the food from where it's donated to where it's used. Peter, you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Principal. Thank you, advisors, students, the students of Woodbridge Middle School. This is our 18th school that we've been on a tour of the last week. We've collected we'll exceed 25,000 pounds of food, as well as over $25,000 we've collected so far towards our effort. And as the mayor says, the food is most important, but the money is also important because it allows us to purchase food from the Community Food Bank of Hillside, which is a state food bank, at a very reduced price. And it also allows us to purchase foods for people with special dietary needs, gift cards. So the drive has been very successful. Thank you to the mayor and his administration for their support. The Parks Department guys who've been following us along, picking up all the food and getting it to our holding place down the street at the Knights of Columbus in Woodbridge. On behalf of everybody that I have the privilege of serving, thank you very much.
All right, now I'm going to give you guys an easy one. You got Ms. Carsey and Ms. Desch here as your advisors. How did they help with this whole effort? Who didn't speak yet? No, you said dessert, but I'll give it to you again.
They worked really hard. They made posters around the school and make sure everyone knew about it.
Okay.
And the reason why it was on the announcements.
Okay.
They got the word out, and we kind of just helped them out with it.
Great. What else do you do as a student council besides this? What other activities? Oh, here we got somebody over here. Go ahead.
We help with like fundraisers and field trips. We get money for the field trip and
Okay.
stuff.
Where do you go on field trips?
Like Six Flags, amusement parks and stuff,
Oh, very cool.
and much more.
Anybody else on that topic of the student council leaders? How about anybody on Mr. Panko and Mr. O'Halloran is the...
You want to go?
She's not going to talk about her boss on national TV. Anybody want to say anything about what it's like? Go ahead.
I think it's great that we have the advisors to help us because we had ideas, for example, a basketball game. We had a whiteout game, and they gave us permission to do things like that. So it was a school-wide fun activity, but we obviously need permission to do so. So
wow.
very grateful for that.
Woodbridge Middle School has a heart!
Okay, we are now at the second to the last stop of our Have a Heart Food Drive Tour 2025. We're at the Woodbridge Library for our annual visit with the Woodbridge Rotary Club. To my left is Isabel Munoz. She is the president of the local Rotary chapter. And there's a whole lot of people here. I know most of them, but not all of them by name. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to you. I want you to turn around and tell me who everybody is.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for coming out today for the Have a Food Drive. This effort is a testament to what we can achieve as a community. A huge thank you to our mayor for this incentive, and I want to welcome all of our Rotarians today. We have Monica from our library, Faye, Dee from Craig's Plumbing, Craig from This Plumbing, Richie, Brian, a new member. We have Steve Youngman from Amboy Bank, and our secretary, John Denoya, Marta, Elroy, and we have Peter Barcelona. Welcome, everyone.
Very good job.
Thank you.
All right, who wants to give me, you should give me, or give the viewers a quick thumbnail sketch of what the Rotary Club does. Tell me everything that's involved in your group.
So the Rotary Club's mission is just service above self. We focus on our community to help. Every member here has a heart of service. That's what really identified us. We just want to help as much as we can and make a change as we do every day with Rotarians.
Tell me some of the other, excuse me, the other things you do as Rotary Rotarians.
Okay, so we basically help. We volunteer with local institutes. Sometimes I just offer help to the food pantry if they needed us to help and organize. We work very close with the Salvation Army with Perth Amboy, which are implementing new programs in Perth Amboy. I mean, there's many of them that we do. I just took over in July, so we have a lot more coming and just excited to see what we can change in our community, make a positive impact in our community.
Great. Monica, I'm going to put you on the spot. You should be used to this by now. Monica is the director of our library, has been a just a tremendous asset for Woodbridge Township. Done a phenomenal job since she's been here. You've been involved with the Rotary for a long, long time. Tell me about everything. Open-ended question. Just
let me
say what
tell you,
want.
it's easy to be the Rotary Club or to be the library in a community that has opportunities like We Feed Woodbridge, where there's an organized way to get food to all the pantries and to work. And Peter Barcelona also does such a fabulous job of making sure that everything is distributed and people who need things can find them. And the mayor's once a week address on Friday tells you, there's a place where people can get clothing for their children, and those things are made public, and that's something that the township does really well. So thank you for TV 35 for being here and for being part of that too.
We're going to rename that the mayor's library address because every time I'm saying if let's say there's 10 events, 5 of them are library events. You've got things at Colonia, you've got things at Forge, you've got things at Island, and of course the main library. You're loaded, loaded with things. Let me turn it over now to Peter Barcelona. As you heard mentioned, he's the guy who's responsible for the food drives and the food pantries in town. Peter, say a few words.
Thanks, Mayor. As the mayor said, we're wrapping up our food drive today, but every day is a food drive for us. So just because we're wrapping up the Have a Heart food drive doesn't mean you can't stop giving. So our pantries are open 365 days a year. We get calls every day of people seeking assistance from us. So, Mayor, we're probably at this point over $25,000 with about 23,000 pounds of food, but we still have a few more outside sources that we're getting from as the week ends. But our pantries are 11 food pantries. We serve about 1,400 families per month. So our pantries are very vibrant, working to ensure that everybody has food. Our recent change to our food pantry is St. James Food Pantry, which has become a pantry of choice for the clients, and our guests can come in. There's a shopping list. They can choose what they need or what they don't need instead of just handing somebody a bag. So it gives them ownership to the food pantry, and it allows our volunteers just to help them as opposed to just handing somebody a bag. So that's
so far.
February 3rd, we transitioned to a choice pantry.
How do the people like it? They must love it, I would think.
The people, our guests love it, and the volunteers love it as well, because each person gets a personal shopper, so they get a cart, they can go out and choose, as opposed to handing somebody just a bag of miscellaneous items. They can come in and choose what their family likes, basically. And it also cuts down on our inventory, because we're not giving somebody something they don't like, and hopefully they pay it forward someplace else. Right. So now it gives them ownership. So it's the model of the future of a food pantry. So this is the first one that we've had, and we've modeled it from there's one in Metuchen, there's one in South Amboy. So we've modeled ours to that one there, and hopefully our other pantries that have the logistical space will be changing them as well. So hopefully we'll be doing a ribbon cutting pretty soon on that new pantry.
Yeah,
so
yep,
absolutely.
Idea. Great work.
The Woodbridge Rotary Club has a heart.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I want to welcome everyone to Colonia Middle School. This is always a special day where we have the opportunity to celebrate the efforts of our school community. We're thrilled to have Mayor McCormick here. We're thrilled to have Debbie Meehan here. We're thrilled to have Mr. Barcelona here. And this is, for our school, it's really a coming together of our entire school community for a wonderful cause. The students you see here are members of our Community Service Club, and they coordinate this entire effort. I am Mr. Short, the principal. I don't know if I was introduced, but we'll take care of that now.
Supposed to introduce yourself.
Oh, there we go. I'm Mr. Short, the very proud principal here at Colonia Middle School. The members of our Community Service Club, under the wonderful leadership of our two advisors, Mrs. Jessica Miller and Mrs. Lauren Tarabetsky, they do an amazing job here of coordinating this effort, making sure that we bring in our non-perishable food items to help our families in need right here in our own community. and making sure those food banks are full. So it's a wonderful day. I want to thank all of our dignitaries for being here to acknowledge the work of our wonderful students and our entire school community. And they always take it a step further. So they do a great job organizing this, but they take it a step further. They go to their advisors. They say, you know what? In addition to collecting the non-perishable food items, could we do a little bake sale to raise some money for those perishable food items? So I'll present that check shortly, but it's a great day. It's a great day for Colonia Middle School. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the mayor of Woodbridge Township, John McCormick.
All right. So this is our final stop on the Have a Heart Food Drive tour. And a lot of people might say we saved the best for last. That was a pretty rousing introduction. I don't normally get something like that. I get, okay, here's the mayor. But you did it above and beyond, which is terrific. So I want to thank you for that. We're going to ask the guys here some questions, if that's okay. You can raise your hand if you'd like to answer. So who is going to tell me how exactly did the food collection drive work? Who did what? Who's going to tell me? Don't make me call on somebody. All right, go ahead. Tell me what. Oh, Giant fan, atta girl. What's wrong with us, man? We stink. You gonna get a quarterback? You're just wearing the jacket, right? All right, here you go. Tell me how you got all this food. How'd the whole infrastructure work?
We did flyers and
Okay.
posters, and students who brought in get Patriot points, so there's rewards, so people wanted to do it.
What does Patriot Point mean? Patriot Points mean? Who's going to tell me that? Go ahead.
It's like the currency to buy stuff at the school store in the cafeteria.
Really? So that's like money, but it's not money.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Right, I know you from Girl Scouts. How you doing? You did the food drive. Wait a minute. This is one of the girls that did your food drive, right? Didn't you go over to the VFW? Yes. Yeah, I thought so. All right, so who wants to tell me any more about your counselors here and what they did and how they helped you guys? How did Ms. Terabetsky and Ms. Miller help you? Go ahead. Ryan.
We have like a Google Classroom for Community Service Club, and we also like put it on the announcements. We have like a news in like at the start of the day to like announce like clubs and stuff and
neat.
other events.
Cool, right. So somebody walks in the front door with a can of food. What happens? Where do they bring it? Go ahead.
To the room.
What room? The class, their homeroom?
314 or Miss Terabetsky's room.
Oh, there's a special room for bringing the food. Okay, very cool. And who packed it up to bring it out here?
We did.
You did. Was it hard work?
Yeah. Yes.
But it's worth it, right?
Yep.
Who's going to tell me how you feel knowing that you helped somebody who otherwise would be going to bed hungry? Who wants to give me that one? Anybody want to take a shot at that? How does it make you feel? Come on. Yeah, Alec, go ahead.
I mean, it feels great that now a few more people are having meals and that they won't be going to bed hungry. And, so I'm really happy that we got so much food
Really?
and
It's a whole lot,
supplies.
yeah.
And
right.
saves a lot more people's hunger.
Great. Now I'm going to introduce you guys to your council person here in Colonia, Debbie Meehan. You guys all have been through grammar school, so you all know the different branches of government, right? Okay, so I am the mayor of Woodbridge Township. Debbie's on the town council. What branch of government am I? Who wants to take a shot? You all said you know it. Ryan? What branch am I?
Yours?
Yeah.
Legislative?
Nope.
Executive.
Executive, okay, right. Why am I the executive branch?
You're the most important.
Oh, most important. Oh, now I like you. What branch is Debbie? What branch is Debbie? Anybody know what branch is Debbie? She's on the town council. Right, you want to try this one, Ryan, again? You said it already.
Legislative.
Attaboy, way to go. And if there was some tall, good-looking man in a white robe, a long black robe, or a woman in a long black robe with a gavel, what would they be? What branch?
Judicial.
Very good. Nice job. Nice guy. So let me ask Debbie to say a few words. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to go home from school tonight. The parents are going to say, how'd you do in school? Oh, it was cool. The mayor came. Okay, the mayor came. That's nice. But Debbie Meehan came, and your parents are going to say, wow, Debbie Meehan was at your school. How cool is that? Because everybody in Colonia knows Debbie Meehan. And she's used to doing nice things like this for people in need. Anytime something happens, a tragedy, a catastrophe, an illness, Debbie always does great things to help those people. She's a wonderful council person, and she covers all of Colonia. So let me ask Debbie to say a few words now.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. This is a great way to end up our Have a Heart Drive because we've gone to all the different schools, and I have to say this is my favorite, but I've worked so closely with so many of you. We were just recently in November, we were outside with a big turkey, waving people down to try to get food, and then some of the students here helped me pack it all up. Mayor, they helped you bring it all the way to the other location. So Colonia Middle School is always involved under their wonderful leadership. And you guys just do so much. And a lot of the elementary schools that we've talked to this week, one of the things I told them is to make sure, because they're Colonia, some of the Colonia schools, is to get involved at Colonia Middle School because you have such a great program here. And you really do things that change the community and help so many families. So keep doing what you're doing. And when you get into the high school, continue to do all your good work. You should be very proud of yourselves. I'm sure your parents are very proud of yourselves, your teacher and your principal. So keep up the good work.
Very good. Debbie's right. The culture of community service in this school is really tremendous, and you guys are all part of it. Now I'd like to ask Peter Barcelona. He's the guy that works for us in the health department. He's responsible for getting the food from the people who donate it to the people who need it. Peter, you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Short, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Tarbetsky, students. As the mayor said, as Debbie says, community services is very important as you grow up. But our food pantries are always in need. We operate 365 days a year. Thank you to Mrs. Tarbetsky and Ryan, who's been helping us the last couple of weeks out of our holding spot, trying to sort through food and moving food back to our food pantries. It's been quite overwhelming, but that food, when you're feeding 1,400 families a month, that food goes out very quickly. Our pantries are there for whoever is in need. There's no questions asked. So on behalf of all the people that I have the privilege of serving, and also just because the food drive is ending today or Friday, the end of the month, we take food 365 days a year. I can be reached at the health center. We're constantly looking for food, so keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Peter. Now I just got to ask two of my buddies here. Alec Lesniak, come on out front, and Ryan Tarbetsky, come on out front. This is a problem here. Come on up front. Nope, this is a problem here. We've got a Yankee fan and we've got a Met fan. So I'm going to give me a quick explanation why the Yankees are going to win the World Series.
Even without Soto, we have managed.
Who?
Even without.
Oh, I forgot about him already. I forgot.
Yeah. We still managed to get some great hitters. We still managed to get a great pitching this year. And in my opinion, I think pitching is what really helps out because, what was I going to say?
Let me give him a shot. What do you think? Why are the Mets going to win the World Series this year?
Juan Soto, one of the best players. I mean, he did get traded a couple other times before we got on the Mets, but I think we have a big shot with him. I mean, 15 years, I think, with how long he'll be here for.
You might be sorry in years 11 through 15 when you're giving him $50 million.
Oh, you.
I'm just saying. I'm a Yankee fan, but I respect the Mets.
Pitching. If you don't have good pitching, you give up a lot of runs.
Right.
So, once you don't give up that many runs, you don't need to score that much. So even if you don't have that great of hitting, we still have great pitching. And in my opinion, that's why I think pitching is the best, and I think we have a huge chance to win it all.
But we already got our DH, the big hitter Stanton's already hurt.
Yeah, I know.
But the Mets just lost two pitchers. Manea and Montas are both hurt. It's only spring training, and two of your pitchers are down, and our DH is down.
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
I don't even know what happened.
You got to read the paper, man, like I do. I devour the sports section every morning before I even start my workday. So you guys, you're very good friends. What's it like, both rooting for the opposite team? Do you give them a lot of stuff last year when we made the World Series? Did you give them a lot of stuff when you beat us 4-4 games? Did you rib each other?
Oh.
No, we would never do that. We've been best friends ever since preschool.
That's what I'm worried about here. I see you're best friends, and you got two different competing enemy jerseys here. Not enemies. Like I said, I'm a Yankee fan, but I don't dislike the Mets. Although I got to admit, most Met fans really don't like the Yankees.
Yeah, obvious.
Yeah, obvious. Thanks, pal. All right. Well, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for this editorial.